to another video. This is future Miriam speaking to you guys after I have come back from my beautiful trip in Ubud. I actually tried recording this intro 2 times while in Ubud. The first time, I will say that it was during a day where, and I'll give you guys a little bit of intel on how the trip was, but on one of the days I was dealing with some sort of trigger, and it was in the beginning of the trip. I think it was like the second or third day, and I feel like I was forcing myself to record the intro and it just didn't feel good. So then after a couple of days, when I was feeling good, I recorded it, but the focus was off of me and it was just like I could not use it. So now we're here 8 days, 8 nights after the trip, and I'm here to talk to you guys about the trip, the things that we did, and of course you guys are gonna see it in the vlog, you're gonna see it in the footage, but honestly, it was exactly what I needed without knowing I needed it. Originally, when we planned our trip, we just wanted to explore more of Bali. We just wanted to see more of the authentic Balinese rituals, traditions, monuments. Is that the right way to say it? Just more of Bali, essentially. And it was insane because, you know, I've been living here in Canggu and I've been so used to I've been so used to Canggu being like my representation of Bali. I've been to other areas and in Bali, like close to Canggu, but they're all very similar except for Ubud. Ubud was like completely different. It is definitely like when you think of Bali, like when everyone thinks of Bali, like I believe that that is a beautiful representation because it just felt different. The energy there, the people, the nature, the buildings, the roads, like the vibe was just like no other. I felt like I was naturally put into like it, and you know what? They do say that Ubud is one of the highest frequency places on earth, and I could really feel that because it's almost like I said earlier when I started the vlog, is it was exactly what I needed, but I didn't know I needed. So it almost puts you, like a lot of people do go there for certain healing modalities. A lot of people go there for yoga, for retreating, for figuring things out about their life, finding themselves. And I didn't really fully grasp that until I went there. And it's funny because that was not my intention. My intention was not to go there for any healing. My intention wasn't there to learn lessons and to really develop myself as a person. It was really just to like plan activities with my partner. And yeah, I mean, that was the intention, just to kind of, like have fun. And it really just, like, it's so weird because I felt like, again, I wasn't looking for it, but all of a sudden I was like, my natural instinct was to like go within and to like work through things, to like change something, to really break a pattern. Like it was wild. And yes, like I mentioned, 3 days into the trip, a very cyclical pattern trigger came up for me, something that comes up in different ways, but it's essentially the same thing, very similar, very familiar, but in different form. Came up a trigger within my relationship, and yeah, like there's so much I can say about it. Actually, like I don't want to bore you guys with that. Like of course I'm here to also share my insights, to share my realizations, which I will, but I want to keep the yapping about what exactly I felt and what this pattern has been for me and how I dealt with it and how I'm planning to deal with it from now on. I would rather leave that yapping for the podcast. For those who don't know, I do have a podcast and I do share and post my podcast episodes on YouTube, so you can check out the latest one either on Spotify, it's number 27, or you can check it out on YouTube. So if you want to learn more about that, I highly recommend checking it out. It's just a 30-minute podcast episode where I'm explaining like the growth that I went through, the realizations, the insights, how I got closer to myself, how I feel more whole now, like just those, like that kind of lesson part of my trip. Check it out on my Spotify, because otherwise, guys, like I could talk about this for like, if you want me to talk about this more, really, like let me know in the comments below. Like if this is something that you guys are really interested in learning more about, maybe this is something that you're dealing with and you want to learn how to deal with your triggers in the moment, how to actually heal them from the root cause, and like cope with them and actually heal them when they come up and why they come up. Like if you want to know all of that, let me know in the comments below, because I am the person for you to help you decode and heal these patterns. Now, yeah, so it is something that I've been actively working on, and I'm finally getting somewhere, and I feel so happy about it because, yeah, like I'm so aware, like mentally aware of what's happening and why it's happening. I've just been struggling with finding the root cause and struggling with finding the right tools to use in the moment, because of course your triggers are going to come up with different people. Your triggers are going to come up in different situations, and I've only been in a relationship with my partner right now, my soulmate, for not even a year yet. So there's just things that you kind of learn as you go. And it's been so healthy. And actually, something that we also celebrated on this Ubud trip was our 1 year since we met. I do have a whole podcast episode on why Tulum changed my life or shifted my life, because 1 year ago, Daniel and I met in Tulum, and everything changed since that meeting. And it's been a year, so we celebrated that as well, which was really nice. So yeah, it was just honestly at the end such a wholesome trip. I was able to get closer to myself. I was able to get closer to my partner, and just, it was almost like a reset. Honestly, we did amazing things. As you guys will see, I'm not going to talk about, you know, all the plans we made, because you're going to see it in the footage, and I'm going to provide you guys with the details. I'm going to share with you guys the locations, where we went to eat, what the places are called, and yeah, like, it was just so nice. Like, I feel really refreshed coming back. Ubud, like, I know it's like, I was like that person where people would tell me like, Ubud is just different. Oh my God, I need to go back to Ubud. And I would just be like seriously, what are they talking about? Like, what is this? Like, it's literally only an hour away, not even 40 minutes, but with traffic, it ends up being an hour. I'm like, could it really be like that? And yep, it is definitely like that. So if you are planning on coming to Bali, you need to go to Ubud. You need to go to Ubud. You need to do the things that we did, way more things that you can do, of course. We just wanted to do the things that we care about. So, you know, we didn't want to pack or schedule too much. We were still working. We kind of, oh, Peanut. We packed more of our work in the beginning of the week, and then we left the rest of the week more open for our activities, for our plans. And yeah, without getting too yappy, because I definitely can, as you guys know by now, let's get into the vlog. Let's get into the things that we did and the amazing time we had in Ubud.